questions we have for the group. Katie, right over here.
Yeah, obviously this week's a rivalry meet at Auburn. Lilly, you've competed in it before, but you haven't. Just kind of what does this rivalry mean in gymnastics?
Oh, it's probably one of my favorite meets. It might actually be my favorite meet of the season. And to go to that huge environment at Auburn, it's hectic, it's crazy, it's loud, it's exciting, and they're a great team. So I'm really excited for how this weekend's gonna play out.
Natalia, this is your first time competing in the rivalry meet. What are you expecting? What are you excited about?
I mean, I've heard a lot about it, and I know the atmosphere is about to be super electric, but I love competing, and I love competing with this team, so I'm just super excited to get back out there and see what the SEC is all about.
Katie?
For either of y'all, just kind of what is the, I asked Ashley after the meet, it's not what you would want, but maybe it was a good thing to kind of experience adversity on Friday. Kind of what's the, I know it's only Tuesday, but what's the response been as a team since the meet on Friday?
Yeah, I think it's like obviously that's not how we wanted the weekend to play out, but all these learning opportunities and growth is what's going to help us in the long run. So it's not about necessarily the loss, but what do you take from it and how do you respond? And the response has been, it's lit a fire under us. Yesterday in the gym, we were working nonstop, every little detail, trying to find little tints and tweaks that'll help us get better. So ultimately, that response is what's going to put us where we want to be in the end.
Yeah, I think we're just not letting it like overshadow all the progress we're made and where we're going. We're kind of just using it as fuel to get better next meet and next meet after that.
Over here.
Wednesday is National Girls and Women's Day in Sports. Can you talk a little bit about what it means to be a female athlete, especially at Alabama, and what message do you have for young girls practicing gymnastics?
I think it's amazing to be, I mean, I never thought that I was going to end up here just from how my journey went. And I kind of always want my message to younger girls to be like, if you have faith in yourself and you work hard at something, there's nothing you can't do. And don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise.
If you love something, keep working at it. And if you have a dream, it's there in your heart for a reason. So put your head down and just keep working. Don't let anybody tell you you can't.
Katie?
For Natalia, since you just mentioned it, I think this is the first time we've talked to you, just kind of what was your journey to get to Alabama as a transfer this offseason?
So I did my freshman year at the University of Pittsburgh, and I had committed there when I was very, very young. So I didn't really know what I wanted yet. The year just didn't pan out how I thought it would, and I started looking for options after. And when I came on my visit to Alabama, the only way I could have described it was I felt this like calmness and like peace in my heart, and I was like, I just know that this is where I'm meant to be.
So this weekend's probably the 6th or 7th top 15 matched up to start the season. Does that help come postseason play at all?
Every team is just good. So the fact that we get the opportunity to go against these great teams every week is just going to help us in the long run. I mean, in postseason, it's the best of the best. So if we're getting that practice now and acquiring all these tools that we can use, I mean, that's what's going to make us better.
Yep, Katie?
For either of y'all, has Ashley said anything this week just about her time at Auburn, or does she bring that up at all, and is you already ready for this meet?
I think we're just practicing incorporating, like obviously at Auburn they have people called the gymnasties, and they're there to mock you and just try and distract you from honing in on competing. And so we've kind of just been practicing little things like loud music, just things to distract you, people running around, acting crazy, just to get that under our belt so when we go there it's not anything new and we know the exact tools to use in that crazy environment.
A couple more, yep, right here.
Do you give Ashley a hard time about, coaching on the other side of the rivalry? I know she's got both sides, but do you kind of razz her a little bit about?
Nah, she's home. She's home now. She had to go through that Auburn place to get back to where she's meant to be. So, nah.
It was just a little blip, but she found where she was supposed to be.
She found her way back home.
Anything else? Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll Tide.